It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 56, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it feels like the latest golden age of quarterbacks in the NFL. There are good ones up and down the league everywhere, but one of the best certainly resides right here in Cincinnati, and that's Joe Burrow.
And Joe Cool, Joey B, whatever you want to call him, not only does he perform big time on the field, he is that magnet that pulls other players to him. A lot of guys want to get to Cincinnati and play on Joe Burrow's team.
Then for the visiting Rams, they found out the hard way that you need a lot of good fortune when you win a Super Bowl title. And when you don't get that good fortune, as they didn't last year, things can crash down to earth in a hurry.
And none of us really saw this coming. Remember, they were 12-5 the year they won the Super Bowl. Went 5-12 last year. Somehow I think this Rams team is better than what we saw last season, adding in a lot of new pieces in order to try and get back to the top of the NFC West.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Taken at the goal line. Escapes the defender. So here the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. Pass caught. It's Ben Skoranek. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it as we resume action. Here's McPherson now to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Stafford here, coming off his pick six.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stafford.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10.
To the air again, Stafford.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Chidobe with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Burrow will throw.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. DJ Reader, former Texan, there on the tackle.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And Burrow going to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, Williams. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Stafford.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls,